Welcome to our training today, which is on the 4 agreements. Now, what are the 4 agreements? Most of you are probably familiar with Don Miguel Ruiz's work. It's a book called The 4 Agreements. It sold over 7 million copies and was the #1 book on Oprah Winfrey's book club when it first came out. It is extremely popular. And the reason why it's so popular is because these 4 agreements really reach deep inside us and give us a yardstick on how we should live our lives personally, but also professionally. So I thought it would be great to go over these because it'll help you expand your team. So what is the first agreement? The first agreement is be impeccable with your word, which basically means if you're going to say something, make sure what you're saying is positive. Make sure what you're saying is uplifting. Make sure what you're sharing with somebody is going to bring value to that person, whether it's an inspirational phrase or talking about your own story and molding it in a way that's going to inspire. You know, don't be judgmental. Don't get into the energy of gossip. Don't get into the energy of looking for the negative with your word, the spoken word, because that will only bring you down and you won't be able to expand the way you want to. And so it's simple. And anyone who's successful, especially in business, in this type of business, will always be careful on what words they're choosing. And when they choose them, they always lift up. So here's my challenge to you. Can you always stay in a positive state and reflect that with your words and your thoughts and your actions? I think you can. So that's #1. Be impeccable with your word. #2, this is a big one. Don't take anything personally. Now, how many of us take things personally, right? We go out, we're all excited about our opportunity, and we go out and we start sharing it with people. And usually we share it with friends and family, which is what you shouldn't do initially, and you get rejected. And what happens? You take it personally. And whatever you take in personally hurts. And when you're hurting, are you going to go back out there with the enthusiasm you originally had? No, you're not. And so many people, probably 90% of people that get involved in direct marketing and any other aspect of your life, as soon as you take something personally and negative, like criticism, your enthusiasm is done. It's like it's letting all the air out of your balloon. So don't take things personally. One of the most empowering things you can do in your life, whether personally or professionally, is don't take things personally, because it's not about you. If someone rejects your business opportunity, what we're trying to do is CBD oil, which only helps people, that's their issue. It might be their issue because they didn't succeed in the last business they tried. It might be their issue because they're stuck in their own negativity and they don't want to break free of that. So they don't want to see you break free of it. You know, negativity can be addicting. So don't plug into other people's projections. And when you first start out with this business, contact acquaintances and strangers first. Do that on your Facebook page, because most people have hundreds, if not thousands, of friends on Facebook. That's your starting point. Or your phone contact list. Get some success under your belt. Increase the size of your enthusiastic balloon. Then go to family and friends with confidence, where you know you can talk about the opportunity and the product, and even if they're negative, it'll deflect right off you. So that's #2. Don't take anything personally. #3 is always do your best. No matter what you do in life, the only thing you can ask of yourself is to do your best. But you can't do anything unless you take action. And being successful and expanding your team and succeeding in this business, if that is your desire. Not everyone that's a Hempster or part of this page, my personal page right here, want to do that. You just want to be consumers, and that's fine. But for those of you who want to expand your business, then basically you have to always do your best. You have to take daily action. Even if it's only 15 minutes, 30 minutes. This business is designed for people to do it part-time. You don't have to go full-time. Part-time, and you can succeed tremendously with this. And then once you have tremendous success part-time, then you might choose to go full-time. But don't do that until you have some success under your belt. But it requires action, and it requires breaking patterns. Because if you don't break patterns, then you're not expanding. You're not getting out of your comfort zone. And very few people succeed if they're staying in a comfort zone. The growth comes when you get out of your comfort zones. So one of the ways to do that is always be learning. You know, go to YouTube. There's so much material on YouTube on how to use social media for direct marketing and how to overcome objections. Everything you need is there. And certainly we add material to this page on a daily basis to help you succeed. But you have to be willing to open your mind. You have to be willing to get rid of negative patterns. And you have to be willing to take action on a daily basis. And then you have to exemplify to your team as they grow what to do. You have to be able to duplicate. If you can't duplicate, then you're not going to have that growth. So the key to duplication is keeping it simple. Don't ever make things complicated. People won't get involved because of how great a product is. People get involved, and listen carefully, because you're solving a problem for them. And in this case, it's usually a health problem, whether mental health or physical health. But you have to discover that problem for that person and say, hey, would you be open to trying a holistic approach to alleviating that suffering that you just told me about? That's simple. It's not more difficult than that. That's all you do on a daily basis. Get in the habit of always talking to people. Because when you hold the vibration that you want to succeed in this, the universe will work with you. But that means you might find a builder in line at a coffee shop because you sparked up a conversation, or at dinner. But you get in the habit of sparking conversations of health. And then people will love to talk about health, especially their problems, because they're always looking for solutions to that problem. Okay? So that's number 3. The other thing is, never make assumptions. This is the 4th agreement. Never make assumptions. People assume that someone might not be interested, so you don't reach out to them. Don't make that mistake. Don't ever make an assumption of who's interested and who's not interested. Don't make an assumption that somebody can't afford it. It's usually the people that don't have money and they get excited about a product or opportunity, they find the money. A lot of times when people have a lot of money, they're the ones giving you the money objections, believe it or not. Never make assumptions. I can't stress that enough, okay? So use these 4 agreements, ingrain them into your energetic being, into your mind, so they're always there, and you can go, oh yeah, am I making an assumption? Oh yeah, am I taking this personally? That's right, I can't do that. Am I doing my best today? And am I being impeccable with my word? My friends, if you do this, and you take this training seriously and apply it to your business, you will succeed. There is no doubt in my mind. So with that being said, go out there and have fun. Play with this. It's meant to be fun. Business can be fun. Most importantly, break up patterns that are holding you back. Do not get into negative thinking. You are pure positive energy, and you can discipline yourself to stay centered in that, okay? Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, because you can. And go out there and succeed. Hold the vision of your success. Not your failures, not the history of maybe not being successful in a business. Only the vision right now in the present moment to be successful, and you have to feel it. Not just think it, you have to feel that success. What's it like? It's kind of like when someone wants to buy a new car. You know, a lot of people will tell you, well, go to a car dealership before you can afford it and smell the new car smell. Take it for a test drive. Put yourself in that car, and guess what? Your mind will go into overdrive to make it happen. It's the same thing with business. Feel what you're going to do with that abundance coming in. Who can you help? How can you increase your quality of living in maybe the place where you live? These are the things you got to feel if you're going to be successful in this business. So go out there, have fun. God bless. Love you all. Until next time, enjoy.